Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today here's something new. It's Tongde Tank Centurion and we modified it with a Clark TK50 board. We will go over some of the details, but remember to like, comment and subscribe. What is a nice feature on this model is the hatches that open. Under the front driver's hatch is where your on-off switch is located and your battery charging port. At the top you've got a commander's hatch that opens. What is very pleasing to the eye on this model is the proportions. You see the profile there, it's definitely Centurion. Those skirts are absolutely fantastic. No matter whether it's Heya, Tamiya or a Tongde, the Centurion is certainly a unique looking tank. As you can see here, the gearbox have no problem spinning that in a neutral turn, and we've seen some of the lights working as well. Despite having full plastic gearboxes, plastic sprockets and tracks, it does perform well. What I would say is the accessories that come with it are quite fragile, so when you put them on the tank, remember to use plenty of super glue and don't knock them too hard. The Centurion buffs amongst you will be able to tell there are some inaccuracies in the model. Some of the loader's hatches and the marks compared to the end of the barrel and the muzzle brake and things aren't quite right, but for the price you pay for this, it's absolutely worth it. We can see here that the sprung suspension is working well and coping with that bridge with no issues at all. I must say, as plastic gearboxes go, these are quite smooth, both for the turret rotation, elevation and the drive. The smoke unit does come installed as standard and even works well with a Clark board. It's a standard 2-pin plug, so it would work with any motherboard. Here's a close-up of all the springs working. It even has rubber tyres around the wheels, which is a pleasant surprise, especially for a model of this price. Here we look at the instructions, which are very similar to Henlong for anyone that's had any Henlong dealings. I would even say these are an exact copy. Even the way they instruct the decals, even the way they instruct the parts to go on. The print is of very high quality, the images are easily clear, even if some of the instructions for the parts are not so clear. As you can see, you've got the change list and the control list in the booklet as well for the controller. This is the controller. It is almost an exact copy to the Henlong 7.0 or 7.1 controller. The buttons and instructions are also identical. This is the motherboard from inside. I haven't used mine, I've put a Clark board instead, but even this one, the standard, has a servo output. This is what I've used for the recoil. It's a Henlong recoil unit. What if I can ever get into it? Okay, we'll do that again. It's a very simple servo recoil setup. What is quite nice, it is plug and play if you do have a servo output. The only thing you have to do is fit the barrel. It does have pins for elevation, but the Centurion here uses something else in the front of the mantle. The hardest thing is getting the barrel to actually mate up properly with that recoiling shuttle. These are the decals or stickers that came with the model. Better than the Henlong ones, not overly impressed though. They are still quite high, lumpy, and there's no way to adjust them if you do get them ever so slightly wrong. Here are the accessory parts mentioned before. These have already been installed on this particular Centurion. However, what I will say is the plastic seems to be very brittle and fragile. It's quite tough on impact, but it doesn't have any flexibility in it. I've already broken off several parts trying to get it fitted properly. And this is the radio I use with the S-Bus TK40. Before I put the clapboard in, this is what it looked like. Here we see the plastic gearboxes. You get a free battery, the speaker is awful. And just to finish off, here is the full sound set of the Centurion on a TK50 board.